Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that this video finds you well wherever you are. It is the second day of the mass actions that was called by the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, leading a host of other Azimio leaders and supporters. As I release this video, they are somewhere in Kawangware within the capital city of Kenya. They had to change their route because the police had barricaded several entries. They are really scared that Raila might lead his people to the CBD. So Raila had to change route and they went to Kawangware. The police tried, as usual, interfering with the peaceful demonstrations, throwing tear gas and lobbing those tear gas and bullets on them. But the crowd is swelling so much that I don't know whether they are going to manage it. But what amazes me is how the government is reacting, because earlier in the morning, Gachagua had put a very brave face doing the usual PR. He took to his tweet, let's just go to the tweet. He took to his tweet. He said, "Good morning, Kenya. As usual, at 5:15, I'm in the office today. We are rebuilding our great nation. Blessed week ahead." So he shared photos of him and the staff entering the office in style, just to show the whole world that he's in charge. You know, the president is out of the country. So Gachagua wants to put this brave face that he's not bothered about what is going on in the country and that everything is okay. He says he was in the office. Another photo that he shared was this one. There are several of them. I only took two. He's telling us that I met the new chief administrative secretaries attached to my office this morning. Miss Anne Wenjiku Mwangi, Mr. Edwin Sudi Wandabusi, and Mr. Nicholas Ndabia Rioba reported to office on Thursday, March 23rd, 2023, immediately after they were sworn in at the State House in Nairobi. So Gachagua is trying to portray this picture that in his office, together with the staff, all of them reported to work and everything is okay. In other words, whatever is going on, the demonstration, those are a waste of time. They are rebuilding this nation, and he says it's business as usual. But let us scrutinize this and come to think of it. I want you to check these photos, because these photos were shared by the Star, in what is going on in the CBD. Because Gachagua cannot purport to be building the nation alone. He was in office with his staff, the security and everything, but the whole of the CBD is closed. The police barricaded every entry. And to see one thing, if someone is going to work, it's not indicated in their countenance that this is someone going to work, this is someone going for demonstrations. So the police was not taking any chance. Everyone who was going to town was blocked. Furthermore, there is fear. The business owners, those who own shops in town, closed because there is anxiety and fear of the unknown. They don't know what is going to happen. You know, you cannot rely on the police. You cannot open your business because the police is telling you that we are offering security. You cannot. So we lost 2 billion Kenya shillings in the first demonstration. Today again, I see the same situation because Raila seems to be playing some game that they don't understand, and they have blindly gotten into this game. They have blindly gotten into this trap. When Raila says that we will get to the CBD and you barricade the whole of CBD, so you know you take care of the CBD. Raila has employed them. You take care of the CBD. I want all the businesses closed. Then what does Raila do? Raila now comes to the people in the estates and they go on with their demonstrations. So the police tear gas them and they blow all those water canister and all those the water cannons, and so a day is spent. No one is going to work. Businesses are closed both in the CBD and in the estates. So by the end of the day, we are going to lose another 2 billion Kenya shillings. These people, at first Raila told them that there was this notion that they would go to State House. By now, I think it's crystal clear that no one wants to go to State House. We will continue losing. The investors are watching what is happening in the country. Do you think there is a serious investor who will come to Kenya when we have leaders being tear gassed and there is chaos within the city and outside the city? You know, no one would do that. So we are losing a lot. We are painting our country in bad faith. So William Ruto is losing. And you see, when William Ruto loses, the buck stops with him. We all lose. When he succeeds, we all succeed. So regarding Gachagua, I don't know whether... sometimes I wonder who advises our president and the deputy president. Number two, our deputy president must understand that there are people who don't have jobs. So when you wake up in the morning and tell us that by 5:15, you are in the office, well and good. You have the security, you got your breakfast, you've got an entertainment allowance, it's okay. But there are people who don't have jobs. So even if they were to wake up, where would they go? I think this is something that has not sunk into their minds, that the real reasons why Kenyans are outside there is that they want the cost of living to come down. They want Kenya to have an environment where we can create jobs. You see, it's a slap in the face of the hustlers. Why? The CAS that you're parading to us, that they took out of office, those are people who are not supposed to be in office in the first place, because even the court had refused. Immediately they came into office, they were added some salary, which means there is enough money. It is not that the hustler cannot be given his fair share of this money. What they had given the hustlers was the hustlers fund, which is also very unconstitutional. So it is a slap in the face. It is like, as usual, they are saying that despite the fact that the courts the court did not warrant this, because the court had stopped this, they're saying we want to continue with our business as usual. A number of people are on holiday. They went to join Raila to call upon the government to bow down to the pressure, to reduce the cost of living, to ensure that they open the server, to include every Kenyan into their appointments into public office. And this will continue. It is the deputy president who confessed the amount of money that we lose. So it means that today we're going to lose 2 billion. On Thursday we're going to lose another 2 billion. Where are we headed? Number two, the police is still using this force to stop Raila Odinga. It is against the constitution, so they must stop. But the other thing that I realized happened after Raila caught them off guard, planning to send goons and kill innocent Kenyans, they were left with a rotten egg on their face, and they didn't do this. So what did they do? The goons went to Uhuru Kenyatta's farm. That is where they went to vent their anger, because they had been cornered. And I think the Azimio was very much prepared for them. Raila had a very lengthy meeting before they stormed the city. So the goons have been caught red-handed. And thanks to the whistleblowers, those peace-loving Kenyans who sit in those meetings, plan with the Rigathi Gachagua, but they tell Raila, this is what is happening, because they don't want to shed innocent blood. So ladies and gentlemen, Raila has succeeded in this. You will see the Kenya Kwanza team making noise that, you know, we blocked him from getting into the CBD, we blocked him from getting into State House, yet businesses are closed, government have not collected enough taxes. The Nairobi governor, Johnson Sakaja, will tell you that it is pathetic, it is very painful to him that he cannot realize the usual tax that they do every day. So we are in a quagmire. And let me tell you something, people have to reach an agreement. This chest thumping will not work. Sometimes when we reach a point where push has come to shove, people must come down and talk. And Raila said that open the server so that we can talk. What is so difficult to open this? I just want to know who won our elections. So ladies and gentlemen, this is my take.